Hello and welcome to your 5-minute Chelsea news. Back this lunchtime with some big news that appeared overnight. Let's get cracking. And the big news, as you would have seen on social media last night and this morning, is that Callum Hudson-Odoi was arrested in the early hours of the morning yesterday after a row with a glamour model while breaking lockdown as an ambulance is called. Now, before we get into this, we just want to say nothing is confirmed. No statements have been released. No one is confirmed as having done anything. That's important, and make sure you understand that until we hear more from Chelsea or from anybody else. Talk about bad timing and bad choices. You have to say Hudson-Odoi had contracted the coronavirus when it was first being discovered in the UK. The training ground was then locked down because obviously he was diagnosed with it. And then since then, it's obviously the infection rate has just gone through the roof. The whole country's on lockdown. Since that happened, the football club themselves, Chelsea, have been outstanding with what they're doing, with the free accommodation to frontline staff and food. And they've extended that for another week or so. Also, the fact that Frank Lampard has come out and spoken positively about trying to make sure that everything is safe before players go back. They have to make sure that people are protected. Obviously, speaking about trying to keep the players fit and motivated during this time because we don't know if the season's coming back or not. And then to have Callum Hudson-Odoi just completely disregard the breakdown rules and invite someone who's just from the outside to come into his house, no matter who it is. It's just ridiculous. And it leads to things like this. Piers Morgan, who is always outspoken, the ex-news editor, the Good Morning TV presenter and Arsenal fan, has taken to his Twitter account to call Callum Hudson-Odoi an idiot and claims that him or anybody else that breaks the lockdown rules, professional footballers that are doing this, should be banned from playing when it does return. He tweeted this morning. These idiots unfairly tarnish the reputations of all footballers and make a mockery of the safety first plan to bring back the Premier League. They should be told if they get caught breaking lockdown rules like this, they're banned from playing football if it restarts. Didn't need, because we've done so much for talking positively. Chelsea have been held in such a positive light since Frank Lampard's come in. Yes, we saw Ross Barkley last year make a mistake. He was punished for that, got his head down, worked hard, got himself back into the team towards the end of when football was being played and was doing well. But when you see something like this, it's disappointing because the guy's made a mistake. And that's what's important to point out. The mistake that Hudson-Odoi has made so far, confirmed, is that he's asked somebody to come round from the outside around to his house. He's broken lockdown rules, quarantine rules, this sort of thing, bearing in mind that he contracted the virus before. And that's disappointing. And anyone is going to jump on it because we're all sitting here at the moment. We're all locked down. We're all having to adjust our daily lives, working from home, or just not having to go out and not seeing family and friends. Some people are flouting it at the moment because Boris Johnson released his statement last week and people have taken that to another level. I saw a video the other day of about 80 people getting off of a bus, which is just ridiculous. So the disappointing thing is that everybody knows the situation with lockdown. Everyone knows the rules. And when you see people flout the rules, you get a bit of annoyed by it. And a lot of people will be annoyed by what Hudson-Odoi has done. That's what's confirmed. What we know is that someone's come around his house. That's it. There's nothing confirmed about anything that's happened. He's not been charged with anything. An ambulance was called, but we don't know why. There is nothing confirmed yet, and that's what's important to point out. Until we hear properly from the club, from Frank Lampard, police, etc., at the moment, it was precautionary, taken into custody, somebody went to hospital, and that's it. That's all that we know for the time being. But as Chelsea fans, it's just disappointing. As I said, we've been so positive, painted in such a positive light since Frank's come in, and this is going to really, really annoy the life out of the club about Frank Lampard. There'll be internal disciplinaries handed out, you can imagine. I mean, Morgan's calling for people to be banned, like Hudson-Odoi to be banned. Carl Walker was also involved in breaking the lockdown rules, him to be banned, and anybody else that flaunts those rules. And it's just something we didn't want to see today, I have to say. I brought back the 5-minute news this lunchtime because I saw the report last night and just thought we had to do it, really had to cover it. I don't particularly want to have to cover it, but I report the news, and this is big news today. So there'll be a further update coming out tonight at 6 p.m. with the other news that's around about Chelsea. Unfortunately today on this one, it's lunchtime, we just had to cover the situation with Hudson-Odoi. But remember, the only thing at this point he's done wrong is invite someone to come around his house and break lockdown rules. That's all he's done so far, confirmed. Let's wait and see what happens when statements are released, etc. But we'll go from there. So that's it from me. Hopefully you've liked this particular video. Smash the like button for me if you have. Also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications to make sure you are notified when my next videos come out. Also check the other 2 videos listed here for more content from my channel. I'll see you all tonight, 6 p.m. See you then.